Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to see what messages Holy Spirit has for us today that'll be helpful, insightful, and guiding and supportive on your journey. Whatever it is you might be going through right now, anything that you may need some clarity on or confirmation on, this is what we would like to bring to you. And I always ask for my messages to be brought in that are truthful. If you don't ask for that, sometimes you could get messages that are askewed, but also always use your own discernment anytime you watch readers, because readers have human aspects too. Sometimes there's influences that are around. So if things don't resonate, just let that go. Don't worry about if it fits or not, and don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. Take what resonates and just let go of the rest. All right, so nothing's coming up right there. So let me just see what we have so far. Indecision. So this is just saying that where you are in your life right now, to the collective that's watching this and whom it resonates with, you're having a hard time making decisions. Sometimes we expect answers to come to us immediately and give us, take 3 steps forward, do a pirouette, turn left, and do a kickstand. So Spirit talks to us in snippets, in symbolic information. So sometimes you hear a song with a melody in it or lyrics in it that has to do with your situation. Sometimes it's could be repeating number patterns or even just repeating thoughts. So whatever's going on right now, you're having a hard time making a decision. This also speaks to those who are not really even trying to make a decision. Spirit is saying that if you want your life to go better, to have the things you want, you actually have to make a firm decision on it. And don't just wait for the inspiration to come. Decide what it is that you'd like to do and make a decision so that your higher guidance can support you in this. Because if you don't make any decision, you're not going anywhere. So you have a choice. Go right or you go left. Either way, you make a decision. It has to do with dreams, goals, wishes, and desires, or more evolution and growth. So it just depends where you are on your path. So this card here is the challenge card or advice, and it has to do with financial restraints. So somebody out there is going through financial constraints, which just means you either actually have limited funds available to make a decision and move forward. And Spirit is actually saying there are some of you out there that you'd like to make a choice, you'd like to move forward, and your indecision is based on the fact that you are limited in your finances, and you need finances to be able to move forward. So maybe you need to buy something, maybe you need more tools for your trade, or you need to rent or buy a space to live in or to move into for, a storefront or whatever the business may be. So this is the challenge. So the Spirit is saying your challenge right now has to do with finances. So what the advice is on that has to do with, maybe you don't have all the funds, maybe you don't have everything that you need. So maybe just carve out of all the things that you need to pay for, say buy inventory or stock or a new camera or whatever it is for your trade. Find out what the most important thing is, buy a little bit of that, or, just pay for what you can, start there. So for example, most of you know that I make products and jewelry. So instead of buying a whole bunch of inventory, I would just, like in the beginning when I started doing this, I would just buy, just something to build candles with. So I make a lot of things. So instead of buying a bunch of everything, I would just buy one thing, focus on that, sell it, and then bring in more money that allowed me to buy more inventory for that, but also a little more can go towards something else. So don't let your indecision stop you from making any choice. Do what you can with what you have. Start there. I know a lot of us are taught go big or go home, and that's all great. You can have that mindset, but you still need to work with what you have. So start off small, purchase or finance what you do have, and build on that. Okay, so we'll see what else Spirit has to share with us. Because there's no point in just sitting idle and wondering and waiting for this big windfall to happen. in order to do anything, because then you're really not going anywhere. And who knows, maybe that day won't show. Maybe it'll never happen until you actually start making the steps and trusting the process, that if you start small, build yourself up on that, things will expand in time. You want to, it helps you to strengthen your foundation when you do it in steps like that too. So you get good in one little area and then you build on that. That was me. I started off with some trauma oils and I moved into jewelry. I didn't start my products till much later. So starting small is okay. You don't have to go big or go home. So like I'm saying, start off small, buy what you can. And then as you're perfecting your craft, you'll get inspiration and ideas for the next thing. And then the finances will come as well. All right, so our next card here is, well, it's just saying journey. You're on your journey to bring light to your dreams, goals, wishes, because sometimes we don't always know what they are, or we put them aside because we don't think we have enough finances to finance the whole thing. But this indecision is saying you're well on your journey, take the small steps, build upon that, and then you see here choices and decisions. Just pick something that makes you feel good. Don't worry about all the other things, because if you try to do too many things at once, it's going to just overwhelm you and stop you altogether. So you're well on your journey, moving forward in the light. So when you see light like this, it's lighting, illuminating your journey. So it's already telling us that you're in a place of indecision here now. Spirit's saying take some chance with the little finances that you might have available, and you are moving forward on this journey to expanding your business or expanding your dreams and goals with what you're starting off with here. It will move forward, but you have to at least make a step. Doing nothing, choosing nothing means you're not moving anywhere. So that's why we start with what we got to work with, and we go from there. Hi everybody, my camera battery died, so I'm gonna have to sew together this video. So anyways, where were we? Indecision. You want to make moves on your dreams, goals, wishes, and desires, but you're a little overwhelmed because everything that you need is not totally available to you. So it's causing confusion with what should you do? Should you wait to have everything or make a decision? Spirit's saying that your biggest issue right now is that you're saying you don't have full finances, and that's okay. So take with what you have in your finances. Buy a few little things to start with, or pay for whatever it is that you need to just get you started. So don't let that indecision stop you altogether. Start small. I know bigger go home, but start small and move forward with that. You're well on your path, on your journey to expanding to where you would like it. I just wanted to refresh what we were talking about. Alrighty here. All right, we'll just read this now. So carrying connections. So the root of everything here. So this journey card is to do with the higher reason as to why this is happening, because you do want to move forward on your journey with creating a life worth living and bringing your dreams into reality. The deeper reason is, well, this is an odd card for this position. It says carrying connections. And I'm not 100% what that's saying right now, so I'm not even going to pretend that I know. So I'm going to just draw some cards here. Holy Spirit, please give me more. Give me more on this carrying connection. What is it you're trying to say with this? It's to do with the deeper reason. Deeper reason to why you're having these experiences up here. And it is to do with your dreams. So maybe somebody out there has a dream to have a better relationship. A relationship with somebody, and okay, this is speaking about unifying your masculine and feminine so that you can bring about your dreams, goals, wishes. When we are at odds with our masculine and feminine qualities within our own self, sometimes there's a lot of lack in different areas. So the feminine quality is the bee energy. She's also the receptive, receiving energy. The masculine is the do energy and get it done, and brings the feminine quality what she needs to make all these other things happen. So when you still have wars going on within yourself to do with your masculine and feminine qualities, those things don't show up properly. So for example, the feminine quality is the receiving energy. So if you're in fear and you're all tense and tight, it restricts your flow in your energy field. When we're restricted out of fear, it blocks abundance, it blocks support, it blocks love, it blocks information, everything that we need to make our dreams happen. It'll block that. So then it doesn't matter how much you ask the masculine to bring you what you need, it's not able to get to you anyways, because you're too tense and tight and all up in fear, not allowing it to come. So you want to practice tools that will help you to learn to relax the body, learn to trust again, and open your heart, allowing that receptive energy so that you can receive the support that you need to make your dreams happen. Now we can go on, this alone could be a whole video, so maybe in the future I'll start talking more about how the feminine and masculine qualities work within us so that we can open ourselves up to a more flow of things to come to us. So the expanding card on this care and connection has to do with the sacral chakra, which governs the emotions and feelings, but it's also to do with our passion. I know a lot of people think your passion comes from your heart, and yes, it kind of does, because you hold your dreams close to your heart. But your sacral chakra, if it's imbalanced, it will cause things like addictions. A lot of times when we're still holding on to a lot of pain and suffering, we suppress them with addictions, and that also suppresses your passion and doesn't allow anything to come to you as well. So work on balancing your emotions and feelings. Give yourself permission to at least acknowledge how you're feeling, your disappointments, betrayals, whatever it is that you are noticing that keeps cropping up the most in reference to your dreams, of bringing your dreams to light. You're manifesting them. Okay. Let's see what else we got here, Spirit. What else? Tell me more. So spirits just help me to take a deep breath there. So when you find yourself with negative emotions and feelings or in fear and you're tense and tight, do a lot of deep breathing, because this helps to open up the circuitry again in your body. So it helps to bring in that flow again. Do grounding exercises, shielding exercises with diamond white light or golden light around you. Breathe deep when you're in fear and let go of the fear thoughts. You can look at the fear thoughts, but don't let them dictate whether you follow your dreams or not, because the wounds from the past, the betrayals or the disappointments, Spirit is saying, is also a contributing factor of why you're feeling indecisive, because it's like, okay, well, I tried this before and it didn't work out very well, and I let it go, and then I thought, okay, I'll give it another try, and then that didn't work. So you just got tired of being disappointed, so you just sort of let it all go. But there's always that part of you that's still going to want to follow your dreams, and that's the bigger part of you, and that's the part you want to listen to. So honor and acknowledge the hurt, the betrayal feeling, or the wounding from the disappointments of things not working out, because a lot of times the reason was, if you're constricted in fear and listening to old programmings from the past that things aren't going to work out, then you're just recreating that reality all over again. So acknowledge the feelings of the hurt, the disappointment that you felt. Learn to trust and open up again, so that Spirit can show you that your dreams are possible. It's just that you are blocking them in some way, shape, or form. And that includes finances. If you're in fear of lack, not having enough, you will block it. So you want to learn some tools: the grounding, the shielding, the deep breathing, staying out of fear thoughts, also healing the wounds of the past, of the hurts of things not working out in the past, so that you can move forward with it. Breathing deep, meditation. Meditation is really great, because when you meditate, it immediately starts to raise your vibration. And the more you practice it, the higher you go, and then you'll be able to access your higher self a lot easier, so that you can communicate better. You got to remember, communicating with Spirit, you will connect with in spirit for information, spiritual guidance, depending on the frequency you're vibrating at. So if you're trying to talk to your higher self and their frequency is at 700 hertz and you're only at 400, it's going to make it quite difficult for you to hear this guidance properly. And you may just get guidance from fourth dimensional frequency because that's what you're attuned to. That's why meditation is so important, because it raises your vibration and your frequency so you can connect into higher guidance. So learn some tools to let go of the fears, let go of the fearful thoughts, and stop believing that the past is going to keep repeating itself, because doing that, you're just having self-fulfilling prophecy. And then you go, see, I told you so, it was never going to work out. But that's only because that's what you're carrying around in your thoughts and in your beliefs. So you're actually recreating that yourself. And then you blame higher self or guidance or Holy Spirit or God for it not coming. Meanwhile, it was you all along blocking it. All right, so just recently, wow, this is just to go along with what we're talking about, adding more tools to us, is rest and rejuvenation for those who work, and do it through stress. You can be busy and accomplish a lot without feeling stressed or forcing things. So for those people, this message is not for, but the people that just push things and fight with things and try to force things, it's not going to work. You're just going to come up against more challenges, more blockages, because your frequency all stressed out is going to bring you more stress, more blockages, more challenges. So we need to learn to rest, relax. And when you find yourself trying to take a step and it gets all stressful, stop. Stop trying to push it. You got to stop. Breathe deeply, meditate, rejuvenate. Take some time off. It doesn't have to be long. It could be an hour. Just take a few moments to get yourself back to center again, instead of lashing out and freaking out and trying to push forward, because it's just going to be a mess. Then you're going to say, see, it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work because you're going about it the wrong way. You got to cool your jets, chill out, bring in higher consciousness, see the light filling up your body and all around you, see the roots coming out of your feet, growing into the center of the earth, into the central sun, because that's, every planet has a central sun. It's the soul of the planet, just like we have a soul, so does the earth. Grow those roots down into the center of the central sun in the middle of the earth. That's higher consciousness. See yourself with a tube or a ray of energy that comes through your crown chakra, which is on the top of your head, growing out into outer space, into the golden sun. That's the sacred masculine energy. And then see this energy filling your body. That alone is going to raise your vibration. So grounding, shielding of energy, bringing in higher consciousness, rest and relaxation, only when you feel there's blocks, because if you try to push through the blocks, you're going to get more crap. All right. And I won't keep flogging a dead horse on that. You'll notice in my readings I like to repeat myself, but that is just because oftentimes you'll watch a reading and it sounds great and lovely while you're watching it. Then you shut it off, you go about your day, and you forget everything that was said in it. So I repeat myself intentionally so that it'll stick with you longer. And then if not, watch the video a few times so you really get it in there. And you'll often find that when you watch a video more than once, it doesn't even have to be all in the same day, but when you watch a video more than once, you'll pick up new information each time, and it builds upon itself. So don't be afraid to rewatch things. All right. Cornucopia. This has to do with having everything you need to bring your dreams, goals, and wishes. That illuminated path that Spirit is saying that is available to you, but you got to let go of the fears of lack. So this is talking financial, but this is referring to everything. Lack of love, lack of support, lack of money, lack of direction, lack of information, lack of people that you may need around you, lack of everything. Energy, time, resources, it qualifies for everything. So Spirit is saying, if you can follow this guidance of just learning to be in the moment with things, to give it a try, not try to fight it, and let go of the past hurts, the disappointments, and the old programs that things don't work out, so that you can move into a place of Spirit being able to bring you what you need. Because if you're all tense and tight and closed down and your heart's shut down and you're bitter because things didn't work out in the past, then it's still not going to work out for you. If you open up and start learning to trust in Holy Spirit again, that is what you want to start doing. Find a way to start opening up to trusting again, and take your time. Don't need to bulldoze through it. Work with what you got. Take baby steps so you can learn to trust that, oh, this worked. So now I'll take another step. Oh, this didn't work quite well, but maybe I just needed to relax, open up, bring in higher consciousness. Maybe I need to meditate to get some more information. Maybe I just need to give myself a chance to only do this much today and then take another step tomorrow. Build on it. Don't worry about all these people that you used to see on videos where, they bulldoze through everything and it might have worked for them. Yeah, but do you want to do it in a way that's stressful and intense, or do you want to enjoy the process? It is about enjoying the journey. I never really understood what that meant before, because I'm always like, no, I just want to get to the end result and then I'll enjoy it. Because the journey I was on, it sucked. Things were not working out, but I had old school mentality where I had to push through everything. And that I did. And I did get some semblance of success, but it was not as successful as the way things come to me now. So I am actually speaking from my own experience. Cornucopia, abundance, everything you need. All right. This is a future card, something to do with all tied up. All tied up. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I need clarity on that, because all tied up does not match the picture images that are going on in the card. It's showing a woman all bright and vibrant, but somehow tied up. I think this is referring to, there are some out there, and this might not be for everybody, that they have the frequency, they have the vibration, they have everything they need to move into this transformative position of bringing their dreams to light, but something still has them tied up. Now 2 and 3 is 5. It's to do with throat chakra. You need to start learning to know how to ask for things. A lot of people think that spirit or their higher self or their angels or guides automatically know everything that they want and need. You can't expect. It'd be like having a friend or a relationship that you're in and you assuming that they should know everything that you need and want. You have to learn to start communicating what you need and asking for it. But don't ask when you're in a lower vibrational frequency, because then you're just going to get that level of help. So get into meditation. You can start using that as a daily meditation, learning how to ask for what you want. So you need to learn to get really clear on what it is that you want and need, and then asking Holy Spirit for that. But you want to ask in a balanced place. Don't yell and scream to get it, because you're actually going to be asking lower dimensional spirits. And that's the kind of frequency the help that you'll be getting. It won't be good. So there are those of you out there that have the potential to bring things in, because your frequency is higher. But you need to learn to ask. And you need to learn to ask in a way that is clear on what it is that you need. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that. All right. Show me more. Show us more, Spirit. Yin Yang. This is just saying, reiterating and adding more to what we're talking about, is learning to ask for what you need in a balanced state so that you actually get what you want and not a lower version of it. All right, let's see here. Okay, the cards are feeling a little sticky. So this is sort of like the same idea. Don't force it, don't push it. Let me just listen to Spirit and see if there was something else, or maybe I was not relaxed in my shuffle. Okay, here we go. See how that worked? It was too tense and tight. I let it go. Kind of just relaxed my body. And then did a little shuffle and the card popped out and showed itself. All right, Goddess of the Moon. This is the feminine quality. Feminine quality is the receiving energy. Learn to ask for what you need, but doing it in balance. So 5 is the throat chakra. Learn to speak and express and ask, because the feminine quality is the receiver, but she also needs to ask for what she needs so that the masculine quality can bring it to her. Do it in a balanced way. 2 is your balance and harmony. There's your 2 again. 2 for the feminine, 2 for the masculine. So you want to ask for what you need in balance. The feminine quality needs to ask so she can receive, so the masculine can bring it to her. That's just more confirmation, more adding to how we need to ask for things. You need to do it in a balanced way, because there's many of you out there that do have the higher frequency to bring to you what you need. You just need to learn to ask for it properly And make sure you're asking from the highest place so that it can come to you from that frequency. So that's the frequency that will be in your life. Man holding a coin. So this is telling us when the feminine learns how to ask, because we can't assume everybody knows what we need. And I can guarantee you, everybody out there watching, anybody that's had a romantic relationship with somebody, we got to admit there were times where we thought that our partner should know exactly what we need. And then when it wasn't brought to us, or was brought in a way that was just disappointing and not what we actually wanted, we got all pissy about it, and then we had fights about it. So Spirit's saying, learn to ask for what you need and be very clear on what you need, because we can't expect others to know what that is. And that includes Spirit. When you talk to your guides, your angels, your spirit guides, so that the masculine can bring you what you need. So this is saying man holding a coin. So this just represents, so here it was financial constraints, but that's everything. It's support, it's guidance, it's information, it's the tools of whatever you need. But it's this is representing you having what you need. The masculine can bring the feminine what she needs when she learns how to ask for it. Open your heart, remain open, and allow it to come to you without getting in the way. Get out of your own way. Ask for what you need and get out of your own way, which means stop thinking about the past and how it didn't work out. Anytime these thoughts start creeping in, just say, nope, that was the past, and I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to allow Spirit to bring me what I need without worrying about, well, hello there. My camera died again. Actually, I had a full card. So the first time it was my batteries. Second time I had a full card. So this is a perfect example to what this reading's talking about, how we need to be relaxed and open. Because in my past, I would have had a shit show about this. I would have had a fit. I would have said, screw it, I'm not doing this, and probably fired my camera across the room. So this is just letting Spirit, I don't know if I'm being tested or what it is, but a perfect example is, instead of me going off the way I would have in my past, I'm remaining calm. I can feel negative emotions and feelings. Don't get me wrong. I still have emotions and feelings. I have human qualities. But I'm just not allowing them to dictate my experience, because if I did, I'm going to miss out on a really good reading and getting to share this with everybody who needs to see or hear this. So instead, I'm just feeling my emotions and feelings, just letting them release out my feet into the center of the earth, and allowing my unified field shield, which is my energy, my aura, my higher frequency, transmute these lower energies, and allows me to keep moving forward instead of just shitting all over everything. So, perfect example, and we'll just carry on now. So I haven't actually made a video where I sewn a couple of videos together, so I'm going to be curious to see how this is going to turn out. So if it's not the best quality, if you can notice where the splits are, just ignore that, because I'm learning too. I'm just new at doing these videos, maybe since March, I think, when I started doing these readings, and they progress as we go. So perfect example, just did my tools, everything I explained here. I relaxed the body, I re-amplified my energies, and I ran the energy through my body and around me to help lift up my frequency again, and everything's turning out okay. So where were we? So yes, man holding the coin, meaning whatever it is that you're needing to bring your dreams into fruition, into the physical reality, remaining balanced, remaining open, asking for what you need and want, and waiting for it to come to you, and trust that it's coming, because not everything has a quick turnaround. So you want to wait and just trust that it's coming. And sometimes Spirit will say, okay, they're trusting that it's coming, but let's wait another day or two and see how they feel about it. So everything is just to teach you to maintain your balance no matter what's going on, so that it doesn't totally destroy everything. And by my camera screwing up, my battery's dying, and my SIM card being too full and having to go and take the other videos off so that I can carry this out, I remain calm through this, and everything is becoming flowy. This card here now is man holding a heart, which just means remaining open and relaxed, because the heart chakra, when it shuts down, it stops the flow. It means you're not trusting or having faith that things are going to work out for you. Spirit is saying there's some of you out there that are not fully trusting again, but through this process, of learning to relax, not to force things, do a little bit at a time, use what resources you do have, because as you start seeing things working out step by step, even if they're just small steps, you're learning to trust again that the sacred masculine is bringing to you what you need. Because the only reason the heart shut down in the first place is because we didn't realize that our frequency and us being closed up from, disappointments and betrayals in the past was dictating our experience. So then we stopped trusting altogether. Then we were programmed to believe that nothing works out for us. And then that became your self-fulfilling prophecy every time you tried to do something. So through this process, and watch this video a few times to get it solidified, and I'll do more videos. So just keep watching my videos. I'm going to keep building on the tools that I'm sharing so that you can have more advanced tools as we go. But we'll want to start somewhere. You want to have a strong foundation so that you can have an open heart. Open heart means you're trusting, you're having faith, because in this world and all the chaos and confusion and the bullshit that's going on right now, a lot of people shut down in fear. They don't even try to take steps because they're like, well, nothing works out anyway, so I'm not even going to bother. Just have faith in yourself. Have faith in spirit again. Take little steps. Use these tools that you're being given, and just go incrementally as you learn to trust the process, trusting yourself, and trusting in Holy Spirit. So I think that might be it, but I'm going to ask Spirit if we have anything else that wants to be explained or expressed or shown for the collective watching this at this time, or whenever they see this reading. Some people will see this reading a year down the road and it'll still apply to them then. Nope, not feeling anything there yet. No. I could easily pick a card and say something about it, but I'm listening to my guidance and learning that I don't need to just pull something for the sake of pulling something. So no, there's nothing else. All right, everybody. I hope you get something out of this. I want you to know how much I appreciate you and you watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow and get me into the algorithms. And even just commenting, if you comment on the video itself, it starts throwing the videos into the algorithms as well. So any interaction with the videos helps out. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we have a new upload. And I guess that's everything. So everybody enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.